Aftermath: coping with societal collapse and humanitarian crisis following nuclear devastation. The detonation of nuclear weapons brings unimaginable destruction, shattering not just buildings, but the very fabric of society. This video explores the profound and lasting impacts of such devastation, from the immediate aftermath to the long, arduous journey towards recovery. In the immediate wake of a nuclear explosion, cities transform into desolate wastelands. The blast flattens entire neighborhoods, leaving survivors in shock as they face a new, grim reality amidst the ruins. The severity of the blast effects depends on several factors such as the bomb's yield and the explosion's altitude. Urban centers experience catastrophic damage, with buildings and infrastructures leveled, complicating rescue efforts. A nuclear explosion emits intense thermal radiation, igniting massive fires. These fires rapidly consume buildings and entire districts, forcing survivors to flee from the advancing infernos. Radioactive fallout is another lethal byproduct, dispersing over wide areas. This fallout contaminates air, water, and soil, posing a persistent threat to life and health. Environmental contamination extends beyond the immediate blast zone. Radioactive materials enter the food chain, affecting all forms of life and leading to various diseases and genetic problems. The health repercussions from radiation exposure are severe. Immediate effects include acute radiation sickness, while long-term exposure leads to increased cancer risks and genetic damage. The ecosystem suffers extensively due to radiation. Plants and animals die off, disrupting natural habitats and leading to long-term ecological damage. Agricultural sectors collapse as contaminated farmlands become barren. This leads to food shortages and famine, exacerbating the already dire conditions for survivors. With governance structures obliterated, societal collapse follows. Governments struggle to manage the crisis, leaving people without leadership or essential services in chaotic conditions. Governmental inefficiency worsens the situation, with survivors left to fend for themselves amidst growing lawlessness and despair. Without effective law enforcement, anarchy prevails. The streets become battlegrounds for survival, with widespread looting and violence further destabilizing the situation. The loss of societal norms and structures makes recovery efforts all the more challenging. Communities must navigate through these dire conditions, striving to rebuild some semblance of order. This video has highlighted the catastrophic effects of nuclear warfare, not just in terms of immediate destruction but also the long-term societal and environmental devastation. It underscores the critical need for global nuclear disarmament to prevent such a calamity.